Alright, what's up everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday! It's New Game Friday, as always. I'm Ray Carcillo, and we are doing New Game Friday. It's a little bit of Forza Motorsport that just came out this week from Microsoft and Turn 10 Games.
The key to success here at the Glen is consistent speed through every possible turn sequence. Find your rhythm, and you'll be fast.
Find your rhythm, she says. What's up, Calvin? How's it going? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm a few races in. I'm not digging this aspect of Forza where they're really forcing you, where they're making you do practice laps. They force you to do practice laps before every major race. And I mean, there's only so many tracks in the game. I can understand maybe forcing you to do the practice the first time through on a track, but before every race, it just feels like needlessly time consuming. There's also this whole new RPG aspect of it where it feels like with the car levels, you can only unlock certain car parts when you level up, and every car can hit level 50. It feels like they've instituted a really unnecessary grind here into Forza. I don't know if that's to try to make players force them more to multiplayer, considering 3 out of every 4 Forza players do not play multiplayer or don't play it much. But anyway, here I am, the first circuit of the game's career after the tutorial circuit, and here I'm in my little Volkswagen. Up this guy off the road. Again, these are just practice laps. They don't count. Aside from leveling up my car, continuing to level up my car, because the practice laps do count towards that, almost more so than the actual races. You have to do the race twice, Calvin. Yeah, you have to do every race twice, basically. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's kind of stupid. Not to mention, by the way, Forza Horizon 5 just dropped a new update on the same day that Forza Motorsport drop. What are you doing, Turn 10? What are you doing? Meanwhile, by the way, Activision is now officially a part of Microsoft. The deal has gone through. And they're also a lot stricter now about the penalties. Right? Like, you used to be able to just turn all that stuff off. And now it's quote-unquote more limited. You see that in the upper right, I'm getting scored for every segment. And every time there's a collision or you go off track, your score automatically drops down to a 1. Sometimes you can't help but collide, especially right now in the practice mode, because everybody's in my way. Especially after I've tuned up this Volkswagen. It'll be way faster than every other car in the circuit. See, to me, that collision's not my fault. but I'll probably do a couple of campaign races, and then probably do some multiplayer, and then we'll call it a night. Hey, level 9 with the Volkswagen. E. Practice is over. I did have it where it's only cosmetic damage. And now I can go to race. And I'll bump this down a little bit. Make it a little harder, put myself more towards the back of the pack. So, New York, Watkins Glen International Speedway, rainy 75 degrees here in New York. You see the other drivers, some of these are friends, some of these I don't know. They're drivatars. Your boy sitting here at 16. The Volkswagen Golf. Myself some fancy rims, some tribal stitching for Halloween just to get an achievement. So these are, so a drivatar, in campaign you do not race against real people. A drivatar is that Forza basically has data on all the races you ever run over the course of your Forza history, and they create basically an AI that can populate other people's races and will kind of reenact your tendencies in those races. So quickly moving up here the pack, spreading the needle here a little bit. No, that did not work out well. No penalty here in the rain as it's a little bit of bumper cars early going in the first 5 laps here at Watkins Glen. Sitting at 9th place right now, making 8th. That again, this the hardest thing is the race isn't hard when you're at the front of the pack. The hard part is that all of these AI are in my way. All right, we moved up to 7 now. Gonna have to do some work to catch up though. Really lost some ground there on that collision. I could have rewound it, but I didn't feel like it. Slide in the rain. Mostly I just realized my right trigger is sticking a little bit on this controller. Just what I need, another busted controller. Xbox used to make these things so durable. Anyway, 5th place now as we wrap up the first lap. Things starting to spread out here a bit at Watkins Glen. Really giving it the old college try in the rain. This is going to be a penalty, I do believe. Oh, no penalty. They gave me no penalty on that one. So, sitting solidly in 4th. And a little love tap to get the heck out of my way. And now we're into 3rd, closing the gap quickly. Again, it helps that I basically tuned this car to Kingdom Come. Sitting in 2nd. Go, and bye-bye! Well, now, of course, the challenge is as we're moving into the final turn and a half of race number, the 2nd lap. hold this lead. Hey, level 10. All right. Lap number 2 is done. As the person in my headset just said, there are 3 laps to go. Really overshooting these couple of turns here. Maximum score for a segment is 10. You can get a perfect 10. That was a 9.7. And CXP is car XP, which is you can use to spend on better cars, and is different from your car level. Already unlocked the achievement for a perfect 10. There are easier segments than what Watkins Glen has given to us so far. Down the stretch for lap number 3, 2 to go. Lead, now comfortable lead here. Shave almost another second off my time, 3/4 of a second. Now I can just kind of focus on maximizing my segment scores. Look at that, 7.1, beautiful. Dance between the raindrops here in New York City. Or outside of New York. 25 miles an hour in our Volkswagen. There's your perfect 10. Bang! Forza, of course, is a part of Game Pass like all the Forza games now. It's massive, 130 gigabytes. Clear space off my hard drive again. Also, last week's New Game Friday, Assassin's Creed Mirage is now officially behind me. I 100%ed it last night. It's a 7 out of 10. In my opinion, doesn't feel like as robust an offering as some of the previous Assassin's Creed games. Nor do I really think we needed the origin story of Basim. Oh. We got enough of Basim in Valhalla. Shorter tracks like this. Down the home stretch, level 11 for the car, and another win for Team Carcillo.
Nice work out there. P1.
First place. Hyundai. And there I am, top spot. Credits earned. You also used to get, like, I don't know, like in the previous Forza, when you leveled up, you could get, like, a choice between credits or a car or something else, like... We now head down to Miami. Start juicing this baby up. I don't have enough points. Well, you know what? Good enough. So down the Homestead Miami Speedway. This looks like it'll be a fun 15-turn track. Oh, we get that should count. It did not give us laps towards laps in the rain. Womp womp.
For the final bend on Homestead, stay far left for the transition on the banking to avoid unsettling the car.
Don't know what that is, but anyway. So, time to practice. Ugh, ugh. Boring. Skip the practice. I just don't care. Like, here, that lap didn't even start, doesn't even count. Like, it's just, even the practice doesn't count. this thing. Like, ugh. Ugh. $8 p.m. down in Florida, 71.8 degrees. Humid, but that's because it's Florida. Didn't get a good jump off the line, but not a big deal. He got 5 laps, so. Start bumping everybody out of the way. Because I just want to win. 5 more ahead of us.
Total time penalty is about a second.
They actually penalized for that. Well, all right then. That'll happen, but anyway, I've got enough of a lead. I'm not too worried about 0.8 of a second, or will have enough of a lead. I car level 13. All right, 4 laps to go. Got to win by more than a second. Or about a second, really. Make up for that penalty. stretch. Another half minute to go. A couple quick turns.
Today. We finished P1.
Oh, the Nürburgring. I was gonna say it's not the full Nürburgring. It looks like it's a half course, or they're calling it the sprint circuit. Oh, I think we're gonna start TikTok. I'm gonna run a commercial. I'm gonna start the TikTok early. We'll do one. Will be the last race of this series, and then maybe do a couple multiplayers in it. Call it a night. Commercial has run. We're gonna go live now on TikTok too, might as well. Let's move some stuff around near my setup. I'm gonna have to clean this mess up over the weekend. Anyway, yeah. Not the biggest deal, but all right. Race number 5. What's up, everybody? Playing some Forza Motorsport today. sprint circuit of the Nürburgring. This is the last race in the first series after the tutorial. A new thing they added this year, if you're just joining us, is you have to do practice laps before you actually do the race. So every race now, instead of maybe being 3 or 4 laps, really is kind of like 6, 7, or even 8 in this case. Part of it is all in the service of this new leveling system for your cars. Kind of an RPG element. You can level up all your cars up to level 50. Right now, this Volkswagen Golf of mine is at level 14. But the question, I mean, again, it feels like they've added this unnecessary grind. So Forza's already was a bit of a grind anyway in some regards, depending, like for the campaign. But it just feels like adding more of these grind elements, like, it's just too much in my personal opinion. So, right, like at this point, I'm literally just racing for the sake of experience points for my cars. You just saw I just leveled up to level 15 actually, with a decent segment there. And every track is broken up into segments now. It's, I'm not going to lie, I'm not really enthralled with it, and as I was in previous Forza games. And I really don't care that I spun out there, because again, it's a practice lap. It's really not that big of a deal. And again, I mean, I guess in a way it kind of helps to nullify the need for the rewind system, which I don't use a lot anyway, but very curious decision. And again, I mentioned it also on Twitch already. Turn 10 not only releasing this game this week, but also the last expansion, or for Forza Horizon 5. And I get that they're not the same audience, but there's definitely overlap there. And to, I don't know, kind of compete with yourself, it just kind of feels pointless. Lap in the book. TikTok. Be sure to check out the recent videos I put up this week. Likes, shares, always are appreciated and helpful. What's up, Riley? How's it going? Hanging in there, Riley. Hanging in there. Ranting about the new Forza. This is the brand new Forza Motorsport that came out this week, Riley, for Xbox. It's part of Game Pass. I was just complaining about their new grindy leveling system for every car. You'll probably see it in a bit. I'll probably hit level 16 with this Volkswagen Golf that I've been forced to drive. Not yet, Riley, and I really don't know if I will. If I get NHL, it's probably not going to be it for a couple more weeks because I'm just I gotta finish my last season on baseball. Sure, Riley. I mean, I could also just go back to NHL 22 because it's virtually the same game, and you know, kind of maybe go to what I did with Madden, where I do it just once every 3 years or something. Because I don't know. From what I've heard, it's not all that different to last year, which wasn't all that different from the year before. But we'll see. Again, that's why I tell people, you want me to play certain games, come sub to me on Twitch. This has to be an expensive hobby when you have as many AAA games that have are releasing in October as there are, right? Because I get to get the new Mario Brothers next week. I want to get the new Hellboy game, Alan Wake, the new Spider-Man. Like those are the games I want to play. I just 100%'d the new Assassin's Creed last night. Practice lap. Oh, look at that. They finally gave... finally penalized me for one of those. Again, the practice laps, who cares? I'd rather finish faster. All right, now the actual race starts. I do like picking the grid position, though, to add an extra layer of difficulty. Challenge yourself in a different way. The Castrol oil car T-boned me there. Right, like, it's somebody rear-ending me. Why am I being penalized for it? I have no idea who you play, Lane. I'm gonna say no, Lane. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say the Bengals are really starting to start turning things around. So, Isaac, how's it going? Oh man, is everybody on my stream had something wrong with their teeth this week? You're the third person to either have their braces removed or their wisdom teeth removed. It's gonna be a penalty. Yeah.
Total time penalty is about a second.
Maybe. We'll see, Lane. We'll see. Yeah, Isaac, it's a little weird that you all got your wisdom teeth or your braces removed at the same time. Went to that turn too hard. Yeah, I'm actually going to be curious to see what the Giants do this week with Tyrod Taylor under center. Honestly, Isaac. I mean, you can't be worse than Daniel Jones, but who knows? Maybe you can, because Buffalo's going to look to beat up on him after losing in London to the Jags. Yeah, oh no, Lane, it is. Giants season is over, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I like Tyrod too, Isaac. Always have. I always feel like he's never gotten a fair shake. He's had so many bad breaks. The dude literally got stabbed in the lung by a moron with the Chargers. Yeah, I'm actually going to be in Vegas, and I'm going to actually go to the Giants and Raiders game in November, Isaac. Should be two teams that are long out of it playing for draft position. Excuse me. I mean, the Raiders got lucky they beat Green Bay. If Jordan Love was able to put it together the way he did previously, it's going to be another penalty. We'll see, Isaac. We'll see. A lot can happen in a month. Again, Isaac, we'll see what happens. Because, again, it's not like your Raiders don't exactly worry anybody. What's up, Carter? How's it going? All right, yeah, you should beat the Patriots. Yeah, Lane, Jordan Love is making rookie mistakes because he's basically a rookie, right? He hasn't really had this much playing time the last couple of years. That's true, Isaac. You should beat the Bears. And again, though, Washington should have beat the Bears, too. Yeah, Carter, Bryce Harper is... I'm trying to not get the penalty here. I mean, Bryce Harper is doing Bryce Harper things. Right? I mean, Bryce Harper's a generational talent. I mean, at this point, I'm rooting for Phillies and Rangers in the World Series. And then I really don't care who wins. Yeah, no, that's true, Isaac. You should beat the Jets and you should beat the Giants. You should. You should. That's what I'm hoping for, Lane. Rangers and Phillies. That's what I'm hoping for. I think Houston is vulnerable, or more so than they've been in recent years. I think the Rangers, for the Rangers, it's going to come down to pitching. Can the Ranger pitching just be decent, right? They almost blew a game against Baltimore, right? Like, yeah, Isaac, I think that's fair. If your goal is win 3 out of 4, I think that's realistic. But I think if you do less than that, I think your season's over. Because, again, in the AFC... you're trying to catch the Chiefs. You're trying to be catching wild card teams, right? Like, who knows who's going to come out of the Central? The South is surprisingly competitive. You've got, what, 3-2 teams there. The Bills and Dolphins, obviously, out of the East. Yes, Carter, it's the new Forza. Well, I wouldn't sleep on the Vikings, Isaac, although you'll catch a break because you won't have to face Justin Jefferson. But don't sleep on Minnesota just yet. while I don't think they're going anywhere, they can still be a threat. I'm gonna have to take another penalty. Ugh. Oh, no penalty. No one likes the Astros because they're cheaters, Lane. Will he? Well, then, Isaac, then I definitely wouldn't sleep on the Vikings if Justin Jefferson's back in time for your game against them.
Final lap.
Speaking of Rangers, that's all I have to look forward to right now is hockey season. New York Rangers looked really good last night against Buffalo. Yeah, they should, Isaac, because that's what they need. The Vikings need themselves a quarterback more than anything. Because boy, oh boy, does Kirk Cousins just... I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins is not the guy. Yeah, he's probably cooked, Isaac. Kirk Cousins is probably done. He looked lost against the Giants last year. He looked lost most of the time down the stretch. He looked lost this past week against the Chiefs. They should have beat the Chiefs on Sunday, the Vikings. The problem is Kirk Cousins is the quarterback. Yeah, I don't care about his stats, Isaac. When it comes to clutch times when it comes down to the clutch, Cousins chokes. He has a career of that. Doing fine, Chris. How are you? All right. First series of career mode is done. Yeah, Chris, Patriots, their season is done. They're going to be tanking for a quarterback, the same as the Giants. And honestly, the Jets should do the same, because this year is already lost, basically. And you only have one more year, even if Aaron Rodgers comes back healthy next year. King, thank you for the follow. All right. Cool. So that one's complete. We'll do one of these races, then we'll do some multiplayer. Yep. Panthers are terrible, Isaac. They have a lot of issues.
Set out to build a car of the moment that defines who they are. Cars that are nimble, well-engineered, with a futuristic design aesthetic. Not exclusive automotive fantasies. Desirable. Attainable. Each offering a welcome invitation for a motivated, hard-driving enthusiast to get in, buckle up, and then define who they are at the absolute.
Yeah, Chris, and everybody's rooting against them, so nobody wants to see the Astros go back-to-back. All right, let's see. Oh, we got a lot of pretty cars. We want the BMW. Maybe the Porsche. I wasn't that surprised. I was surprised it was a sweep, but the Dodgers are all banged up, Chris. The Dodgers have no pitching. All their pitchers are hurt. Most of their pitchers are either hurt, suspended, or Clayton Kershaw, who is always garbage in the playoffs when it's not a 60-game season. All right, guys, you choose BMW or the Porsche. BMW or the Porsche. Which one do I buy next? I have money for both. Isaac says BMW. Anybody else? Any other? Rye guy says Porsche. Who's gonna be? Who else? Anybody else gonna vote? BMW or Porsche? We were 1-1. Chris says BMW. Isaac, you can't vote twice. Riley, that's not... Riley, stop trolling. Those aren't the choices. All right, I guess we're going to go BMW. Looks like the BMW has it. So we're going to go with the Z4 Roadster. I think I'm going to go... go with the white. With the black convertible top. I think I'm gonna go white. Not too much, Chris. Not really. Silverstone. The international circuit. Ooh la la. Fancy.
It's okay if you can't get past a car immediately. Be patient, study their race line, then use their own tactics to rocket past them.
Or T-bone them, take them out of the race, and keep on going. Chris, I have no idea what ESPN's doing either, and ESPN has no idea what they're doing. So... Of course, basketball's only in the preseason, so it's not really that big of a deal. Well, that was a disaster. This was a disaster first turn. Like, the only reason I'll say this, I wouldn't mind a practice lap the first time you're using a new car. That's the only time where I think it can make sense, but I don't need 3 practice laps before every race. I really think that's a mistake by turn 10. I really do. Well, there you go, Chris. Oh, it's a very pretty game, and this isn't even like the highest end. Like I'm doing like performance to make sure that there's no frame rate drops or anything. I always do performance mode. It's a very pretty game though, for sure, Chris. I mean, Forza definitely taking full advantage of the Xbox Series X. No doubt about that. Forza always does a fantastic job though. In terms of graphics, anyway. Wow, I mean, the franchise has been around for like 15 years, Chris, so that's surprising. Do you play a lot of racing games at all, or are you more of a Gran Turismo guy, or are you more just a Sony guy in general? Do you have an Xbox? It's an Xbox exclusive. That's part of the reason why sometimes not folks haven't played Forza. Fair enough, Chris. All right, practice done. Time for the actual race. We'll start from here. I do like that addition this year where you can choose where you start in the starting grid and you'll earn more credits if you start further back. Silverstone in lovely, lovely jolly old England it is. The Silverstone Raceway. Now we're playing for keeps. Start on the way up. It's a six lap course. Crunch. Uh-oh, somebody got turned around. Yeah, I can't wait for more baseball too, Chris. All the ALDSs were short series. And I will say in Houston's defense, for everybody who's whining and crying about the bye, Houston's had the bye 2 years in a row and it hasn't affected them at all. In fact, they won the World Series last year after the bye. Spencer Striding said it yesterday when people were trying to offer up excuses. He's like, it's on us to better prepare. The bye is not the reason why we lost. This will be a penalty. Oh, they only gave me a warning. All right. Usually they'll penalize because you got is also a new feature, and I don't necessarily mind it, but wish you could take it off altogether, I think. But, eh. Well, now we're in the heart of lap 2, and we're in first place, and now it's just time to drive in circles a little bit. Very relaxing. Usually I play Forza while listening to podcasts. I used to listen to podcasts a lot while driving, so now that I don't drive anywhere because I work from home, I listen to podcasts while playing Forza. All right, Chris, take care. You too. Have a good night and a good weekend. Level 3. Da-da-da-da. Laps down, 3.5 laps to go here in beautiful England. After this race, probably jump on for some multiplayer, or at least try it out. Haven't tried it yet. Usually multiplayer, it's hard to win in multiplayer, because a lot of the folks who do Forza multiplayer, they have perfectly tuned their cars. They have perfectly, like, tweaked everything.
3 to go.
All right, Bobby, how are you? Right, but it's a good place to get probably experience for these cars, these levels. It's also, they've also added a lot of new multiplayer features. And I think that's the problem is that, like, 75% of Forza players really just playing for the campaign. Obviously, there is a strong online community for Forza as well, like, don't get me wrong, but a lot of us are just happy driving in circles here against the computer and our friends' drivatars. Like, Microsoft did a poll the other day about, like, what's the first thing you're going to do? What are you most excited for? And 77% of people voted. It was like, I think it was like 20,000 people voted. 77% said the campaign. Yeah, Bobby, no baseball for 48 hours because of all the short series. So, ALCS Game 1 will start on Sunday. And the NLCS will be on Monday. Down, 2 to go. Oh man, I might start lapping the computer here. That happens sometimes when you have a course with this many laps to it. So there we go. We've lapped one car. Now we've lapped another. We should get bonus points for lapping, guys. I'm not totally surprised they beat the Dodgers just because of how banged up the Dodgers are, Bobby, but I don't think Arizona's going to beat Philly, man. Philly looks, I don't want to say like a team of destiny, but boy, they are amped up right now. I think that Philly will have a tough, not a tough time, but it'll be a good World Series, whether they're playing Houston again or Texas. But that was a bad, bad lap on my part. But I just don't see how the Diamondbacks can beat the Phillies. Like, we'll see, but the Dodgers, everybody was suspended or hurt, or Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs when it's not a 60-game season, right? Like, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Bobby, right? Like, the Dodgers, they were starting Kershaw game 1, and he's not Kershaw of old, and it's Kershaw in the playoffs. So it's two strikes against you right there. Betts did terrible. Freddie Freeman did terrible. Yeah, like they didn't. It's here. You don't pitch, you don't hit. You're gonna lose a lot of ball games. There I am. Boy, this shot looks super realistic to me. Like, this looks like awesome. But anyway. Let's go jump into multiplayer, see if we can't, what we can do against a couple folks online. Maybe probably embarrass ourselves, but oh, rivals.
Hitting your personal best in a time trial means driving flat out precisely on the race line. So study your rival's technique, understand where you can be better, and then take it to the limit to grab bragging rights for the fastest lap.
Let's race. Oh, because it's a B class. Duh. Let me go. It'll be fine, Bobby. Let's see, target time 3:35.58. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see if my Civic can get this job done. Let's see what happens. Try a rivals time trial, and then we'll go do some stuff against other actual people. Let's rock.
Try to run at least one flying lap so you can start the next attempt at full speed. That'll be our best chance to set new lap records.
I don't have a favorite National League team, Bobby. I'm a Yankees fan, and that's it. Oh, I beat him? Oh, it's just one lap. Oh, it's just one. Oh. I guess that's it? Is that the B5 or B10, right? I guess. Huh. Posted a lap time on any track. Oh, so I thought there was multiple laps to this race. I mean, I guess I can try to beat the next guy. Right? I wonder if it'll just keep on tracking like that. I thought with his 3.5-minute lap time, I didn't realize that was a lap time. I thought that was for 3 laps. That's why I got thrown off. I didn't beat him because unfortunately my lap was not clean. Try one more time to have a clean lap on this track. Now that I realize what I'm going for. Finish the race. Yes, finish the race. Best lap. Nice. 124, 181, and 477 other racers I beat. Hey. Earned some credits, leveled up the car. Okay. That's cute. And that, yeah. Oh, beat 20 rivals. Well, then I should probably be able to beat that pretty easy then. All right, let's see what else I got to do for multiplayer. Complete first featured multiplayer event, get a clean qualifying lap, safety records. That's gonna be hard. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's just by lap. How about that? Top 38% of all players. It's me. All right.
In featured multiplayer, you'll have the opportunity to compete at the international level against some of the best drivers in the sport. It will take 100% focus and practice and qualifying for us to have any chance at success on race day.
Hey, I got a reward for that. All right. Well, I guess let's race starts at 7:50. Huh. Okay. Well, let's do it. It's 20 minutes from now. Practice ends in 22 minutes. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca.
This short layout of Laguna Seca is close to the original track. Driving style, track conditions, and race length are key factors in determining our initial fuel and tire strategy. Do we take limited fuel and soft tires for a light and fast car? Or push a late lap pit strategy with a full tank and harder tires? Teams must weigh the cost benefits of each decision. We'll want to play around with the setup to find the best combination for
They
each
said
event.
the actual race starts at 10:50. What are we getting into?
I'm going to mute everybody. Not sure if y'all can hear them, and just in case.
A few practice laps can help our chances of starting near the front of the pack.
I'll practice and then do a qualifying lap and then see what happens. Of course, Laguna Seca is also like one of the hardest races because it has some of the craziest turns. That's why, yeah, also familiarize myself with this car, which is my first time using it. It's got some juice. All right, let's try qualifying. Shame that practice lap didn't count. I'd love to finish there. Everybody's doing their qualifying laps. 113.893 clean. So now we gotta wait about 14 minutes before the online race actually starts. Oh, those laps count towards laps in multiplayer. Well, that's good to know. Complete the first event. Oh, that'd be great if I finished. We'll see what happens. See if that score holds. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be tough to beat. I'm gonna move my microphone real quick. Sorry if there's any static here on the Twitch side. Just to this way, folks on TikTok can see that number there. 13-15. See if those. Let's see. We got 12 racers. The 5 of us who have completed our qualifying laps, I'm still holding with the high water mark at 113.893. We'll do this multiplayer race and then we'll call it a night, and I'll wish you all a good weekend. But woo, for a course that usually gives me fits, I can't believe I pulled that off. But then again, it's also one of the shorter layouts for Laguna Seca, so that helps. When you know you've really got just that one turn, you got to worry about that one S turn, turn 5 and 6 in this layout. You kind of hope and pray. Let's see. I beat that guy by almost 2 full seconds, the guy who's sitting at 2 right now. Let's see what people are saying. If anybody's saying anything. Quiet right now. Oh, wow. Wow, Ice King got a minute 10. So, wow. Good on him. My position did not hold. It's still saying it, but you look at King, that's a clean buck 10 on his qualifying. Wow, I did not see that coming. He messed with his fuel. Smart. I should have went with soft tire. I didn't realize it. I should have went with soft tires and a lighter fuel load. Well, that might help me in the I get it. Well, live and learn. Good for Ice King. That still would have been hard to beat. I mean, he must have gone with a really light fuel load. At least that's my guess. right? He must have went for a very light fuel load to get that time, plus the soft tires.
10 minutes till restart.
10 minutes. Let's do it. Let's go. See, and that's my bad. I didn't click the fuel. Like, sometimes they throw these tutorials at you and they just go, I just want to drive. But now that I had like a minute to like sit, now it makes sense. Still, even if I had cut it to like $1.11, even if I cut a couple seconds off, like, still behind Ice King. Good on him. So, wow. That dude chasing put up a score there of a time of 109, and then it zeroed out. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, if we go soft, I think we go soft and 20%. Yeah, I don't know. He's there. He's back down now. I don't know what happened. It looked like he had put a time of $1.09, but it almost like it didn't register. I don't know what's going on. But and Ignacio has the best times of the non-clean laps. So he did 3 laps and didn't finish any of them clean. Same with Chilaxer and Fretted Fiend. None of their laps were clean. 6 guys still haven't done their qualifiers. Oh, nope. We have, if that sticks, Jaffo will move into the 5 hole with a $1.19 not clean. So, this should reset the, yeah. So, Jaffo moves into the 5 spot. Seven and a half to go. I wonder who else is going to put up their I mean, they've got time, obviously. Like, honestly, even if they start their qualifiers with like even 4 minutes to go, they should be able to just sneak in under the wire. Because again, you know, if you're posting a time of even the worst time here, if you're putting Fretted Fiend, so that's a minute and a half, so you need 4.5 minutes. You're still set. That was his best lap. So Jaffo moves into the 5. I worry actually about these guys who are unclean. Oh, Jaffo, new time. I guess this is live. He just finished another lap. He finished a $1.16 clean. That'll move him into the 4 spot. I wonder if that's his final. His final. Oh. Well, he also moved up to the 4 spot anyway because somebody quit. Which happens. 6.5 minutes to go. So, I'm right now sitting pretty at 2. A little disappointed in myself. Oh, the dude ahead of me quit. He didn't want to wait. I mean, if it holds, that gives me achievement. So, if I start in the 1 spot, that's an achievement. I'm just surprised that, like, we waited that long. What was another 5 minutes? Well, we'll see. We have a full dozen here. We have a full slate of 12, unless you really had to go. If you really had to go, you had to go. You gotta go. Oh, I see. The featured race is 7 laps. Qualifying is 3. I get it. Yeah, I'm still good just... myself just a little bit.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
I want to just give myself a little bit of cushion. Oh, Jaffo, his last lap. Oh, man, he beat me by 3/4 of a tenth of a second. 75, about 75, 76 hundredths of a second. Oh, that's heartbreaking. The hope was there for the achievement. I was so close. But next time I do this, if I do this again, definitely, definitely do this later on. Later, I will try to qualify later with less time left. Because that's the other thing, too. You set that time, and everybody sees it. So these other guys who are popping in now are like, okay, I have this much time to beat that time to get that top spot. So that was on me, too. But again, it's my first time doing the multiplayer for the new Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport that came out this week. Part of Game Pass. So, well, about 3.5 minutes left. I am back in the 2-hole. Womp womp. And again, and now I kind of realize also, like, that's the other thing too with the fuel. Like, I could have trimmed down the fuel majorly for the qualifying, right? And then filled up for... And then filled up for the actual race a bit more. Ah. Curses. Foiled again. Oh well, good to know for next time. All right, 2:45 basically left here. I'm kind of surprised nobody else has put up a qualifying time though yet. Like, y'all just good just hanging back there like that? Like, two and a half minutes to go. Try these soft tires and see what happens. That's the thing. I should have done a practice lap. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about flying by the seat of our pants. Actually, I'm gonna try and get a quick practice lap in. See, Ginger Smoke has been practicing the whole time. Couple of seconds off. Race is about to start. Oh, I would have been the top dog. So dumb. Well, here we go. Short circuit. I know for next time. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, see, they did the fuel. Look at all that. They didn't set their fuel. Wow, what a difference that makes. Wow. Well, I'll know for the next race, for the next qualifier. Of course, you all won't see that, but damn. I could have been a contender. All right. 7 laps, Laguna Seca. Let's see what happens. Is all it takes.
Total time penalty is about a second.
Penalty means I have to beat him by a full second. This guy's being a jerk. Problem. That's the thing about having top position is that you control. Oh, what a jerk!
Keep it clean out there. Stay aggressive, but avoid trading paint or taking any shortcuts off track. We don't want to pick up any time penalties that could hurt our chances at a top finish. Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
This guy's a jerk. Well, even if I overtake him, I'm gonna lose on penalties. I'm not gonna be able to, unless he makes a terrible mistake and like wipes out. That's why the prelim and the qualifying is so important. Oh, that's gonna be a penalty. Ooh. I'll take it.
Three left.
My only chance. Guy's just being a jerk. Ugh. Well, at this point, just finish it clean, and that's about that.
Last lap.
Oh man, something happened. Something happened. He completely wiped out. I got a chance to win this now. Something happened. Problem is with my penalties, if I don't put some distance between me and this guy Ginger, I'm done anyway.
Total time penalty is about 2 seconds.
I'm amazed that he didn't get any penalty there, by the way. I'm shocked. He should have had a match. Oh. No, no. My tires were giving out. Well, Ginger's gonna win it. Dang. Unless he finished somehow. How did that happen? Like, it looked like he wiped out. I have no idea what happened there. I had the... Actually, I didn't have the... Well, I had the fastest clean lap. Two guys quit. I had the fastest clean lap. I'm still amazed that Ginger didn't get a penalty there when he bumped into me at that one point at the end. He was the one who triggered that. He was way offline more than I was. But still finished with the bronze. I guess we're still waiting to see if Fred and Friend can finish. Is that what's happening here? But, I mean, yeah. Finished, and then... Oh, and I got an S rating, I guess.
P3.
Okay. Ugh. Dang. Well, and also, those soft tires almost got me in the end. Those soft tires almost got me in the end. I might have to go medium in the future. Right, just because they'll hold up more. But there you go. Well, that was actually a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that maybe they were a little quicker between events, but pretty good. Actually, I'm just curious. But man, that was oh yeah, this event's about to you gotta join. I get joined 20 minutes, up to 20 minutes before. This race starts at 8. Oh wow, that race is about... Oh yeah, they got races going every 20 minutes basically. So that's the idea. Jump in, qualify, do your practice lap. That's not bad. All right, well, we're gonna call it a night. I hope you all have yourselves a great weekend. That would have been a TikTok highlight if I could have pulled ahead at the last minute, but I hope you all have yourselves, again, a great weekend. Thank you for watching me play Forza Motorsport. Third place on online, not bad, not bad. That learned a little bit. Definitely the fuel was fine. Didn't need more than what I had there, but definitely maybe medium tires, especially with the way I drive over soft. Because I think that last lap I almost blew it entirely on that last lap just because the tire wear and tear. But anyway, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Good night, everybody.